Hi again. More police knots. Alright, disc 2. Hang on, my controls keep getting flip-flopped. Doot, 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 doot. Okay, there we go. Jonathan's ex-wife, Lorraine, asked him to look for her husband, Kenzo Hojo, before she was killed. Having obtained Ed's help, Jonathan heads to BCCH to determine what Hojo did there. According to Chris, BCCH's director, an employee from Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals called Ishida, is in charge of their drugs. They talk to Ishida next. I love this little summary screen. I don't have to summarize anything. It's all right there. So is this guy Ishida? He's got one of those real Japanese faces. Eh. Tokugawa employee ID. Can't move out of any Tokugawa facility or use any of our equipment without one of these. Talk about a bitch. What did you want to see me about? This. Yeah, I'm playing like 5-6 different games right now, so it's very helpful. I don't remember what happened last time. Oh wait, I do remember what happened last time. Spent like 10 minutes touching that chick's boobs. You're a bad word. Hang on. Bow, 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 bow. Is this one? Okay, I think everything's situated now. They want to be sure people remember who you work for, huh? Everything changes when you see this. Can we keep the chit-chat to a minimum and get down to it, officers? Nah, I gotta look around some more. Oh look, you can also smell males. It's not only females that you can sniff. What's that I smell? You mean like a rat? No, I mean when Earth's that stench gets us the drugs. You really think it smells in here? Come on, what are you two doing here? Speaking of rats, I watched Suicide Squad today. The same thing they had at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals, isn't it? The smell of equality. Of course, this links to the Tokugawa group via network. It's called T-Gear 99. Everyone in the group uses it. Only Tokyo employees can log onto it. I forgot my water. Hang on. Yeah, the sequel, the second one, whatever it is. I loved all the rats. I was watching it with Pixie, my rat. Well, I was watching it. He was mostly just looking for a way to escape. Fine. It was really cute. Yeah, he's a more confident rat now. During the part at the ending with the rat swarm, Pixie crawled over my face and I was like, ah. I have a rat swarm now.
徳川製薬の北条健三氏に関してなんだが。北条さん？あの人が何か？行方不明なんだ。そうなの。そういえばここんとこ見なかったな。知ってるんだな。知ってます。
Zero Crush! Yeah, he crawled over my face and then he pooped on my bed. Classic Pixie! What kind of person is Hojo? I couldn't tell you much about him. We only knew each other through work. He's a traditional Japanese type of guy, different from Beyonds like me. It's not like him just to just disappear. You might say he's a little too serious and that turns people off. For something like this to happen, sigh. We aren't that close, we've always stuck to business. It's a good thing rodent poops aren't squishy like other animals. Cause he really likes to poop on my bed. We aren't that close, we always stuck to business. Any idea what might have happened to him? Not really, he's not the type to take off like that. But the number of the terrestrials who came here end up going a little screwy and skip out. The rate of mental illness here is several times higher than the bases in Antarctica. Wow. The guy at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals brought that up too. I'm a Beyond, so I don't get it. It's been a good while since the last time he was here. I wonder what happened to him. I tried checking spaceplane passenger lists. If he hasn't left Beyond, something real bad must happen to him. It's harder for someone to stay hidden here than on home. Close to impossible, really. Maybe he really did go back to home? No one ever stays missing for long here. This is a colony. They find you sooner or later. See, the trick is you gotta talk to them until they repeat themselves. I'm learning. My dog ate something bad and got Yeah, see, rat poops are way more forgiving than dog poops. Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals' newest DDS, a capsule that's distributed through your body even in weightlessness. How does it work? It uses the difference in osmotic pressure between areas of the body to control the release of a drug. Gravity doesn't play a factor at all. Hojo was bringing samples of it over. I wonder if that's what I got from Lorraine. Is that a big development? Yep, well something like that uses osmotic pressure isn't that new, but the one in K9 is by far the most effective. Let me take a look at the canine you have here. Fortunately, there's none left. Osmosis Jones! When was the last time you saw Hojo? Let me think. It was the last canine delivery, so that would have been the 15th. Delivery? I thought canine wasn't on the market yet. Barely samples for data gathering.
その日の北条は
Ooh.
あの時は K9 を3セット持ってきて。
ちょっと待ったな。3セットだって。徳川製薬のホワイトボードには100セットって書いてあったぞ。
そんなバカな。ただのサンプルですよ。100セットもどうするんです。患者に配るんですか、発売前の薬を。なるほど。おかしいな。残りの97セットはどこへ。彼に変わったところは。そういえば何か怯えていたような。いつもは冷静な人なんだけど感情的だったな。これから徳川会長に会ってくるって本人はそう言ってましたよ。
Said he was gonna meet with Tokugawa, eh? Anything else? He definitely acted different, but that's all that comes to mind. It's worry for me too. We haven't finished the canine study yet. The company won't talk to me, then the hospital's been on my case about it. This thing's all kinds of trouble. At least now I know why Hojo hasn't been around.
Tokugawa 会長、あの貞興か。
会長は僕らには雲の上の存在だよ。面識もほとんどない。でも北条さんは違ってたな。よく会長に食事に招待されてたみたいだから。会長は大の日本人びいきなんだ。
相変わらずレイシストだな。
Jesus Christ.
あいつはそうだった。人種に偏見を持っていた。北条さんのこと会長なら何か知ってるかもね。
Wow. Okay. I was just about to say I don't trust Tokugawa, and then we learned that about him. I've never spoken with him at length. We chatted briefly when I joined the company, but that's about it. You hear stories about him, but you can't always believe what you hear. You certainly don't have a direct relationship or anything.
貞興にはどこに行けば会える？
会長なら徳川ビルにいるよ。コロニーの支柱が徳川グループのシンボリックビルになってるんだ。通常は支柱プロップって呼ばれてる。会長はいつもそこにいるはずだよ。そのプロップなら知ってる。ビヨンドで有数の名所だ。
エド、そこへ行ってみよう。
Music's back. Canine is osmotic pressure to control drugs release. Yeah, okay. Ishida. Me, not much to say really. I was born and raised on Beyond, graduated from university here, got my pharmacist's license, then joined Tokugawa. That guy killed a whole bunch of people last week. Great employee though. Yeah, I noticed you don't have a home accent. We still don't have a separation of medical industry on Beyond. Pharmacists like me aren't held in very high regard here. The only options are to join either a company or a hospital pharmacy. Fortunately for me, I was able to join Tokugawa since I'm Nisei. But then they go and send me to this damn hospital. Fucking insult. What does my life story have to do with Hojo? Who knows? I want all the information I could get. I bet the folks at home would be surprised to hear about what goes on here. The only ones who benefit from the system are people like Tokugawa and the doctors. They pump Beyond full of drugs they don't need, and those fools are happy to keep paying for them. The more drugs we dish out, the more drug companies and hospitals make. Not to mention the insurance companies, that's the way the whole system is designed. Then this is what happens to guys like me. Yeah! He's freaking miserable.
そりゃあるさ。俺は北条さんとは違う。
徳川の人間でも不満はあるのか。
徳川には徳川にしかわからない内部事情があるんだ。
Hey, Catman. It's all cool, buddy. Work exhaustion? Oh boy. You get yourself plenty of rest, my dude. We stick pharmacies and hospitals purely for the money. Purple Heart! Who want to spend their life working in a place like this? This dude can have any experimental drug he wants it over here bored. Get creative, bro. Real talk, though. Catman the Mod Man. The headquarters of the Tokugawa Group on Beyond. Glad you can join us today, though, even if it is for a little while. And supports a set of the colony's surface stripes and windows, figuratively if not literally. I'm hardly ever there, got no reason to. If you're heading that way, be sure to ask about Ojo. That's where you met with the president that day. Pretty sure we asked everything that we need to ask. Any more than I could. Okay. You don't have a direct relationship or anything. Okay, let's go. Yeah, that's Hojo. That his wife. Yeah, I know that. The president. That's President Tokugawa in the middle. Yeah. Oh yeah. Classic Kojima. Always before his time. These visual novel style games are always fun to do, even though I have to talk a lot. Gulp down water like no end. It's the same kind of card as the one I got. Where'd you get that? It looks like Hojo's idea, or a copy anyways. Oh, I don't know why I showed him that. That was a secret. Kojima bless. Kojima bless.
邪魔したな、薬屋さん。
随分と長い間邪魔しちまったな。
ああ、もうこんな時間か。時間は無駄にはならんよ。出口はそっちだ。じゃ、刑事さん。
Oh, I forgot her name was Chris. At any leads, you're in there for quite a while. Goodbye. Don't let that mosquito escape again. See you later, Chris. See ya! I refuse to touch your boobs again. We're back in the lobby. Let's leave. Can you believe Chris runs this entire place? I don't envy her. We went to Hojo's house last time, right? Yeah, because Karen was his daughter. Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. Tokugawa Building. Yeah, we went to Pharmaceuticals. That had the guard, so let's go to the building.
ジョナサン、徳川ビルに向かうぞ。行けばわかるが、文字通りこのビヨンドを象徴するところだ。ビヨンドへの観光客は必ず見に行く。そして徳川の力に圧倒される。
More like big boss energy, am I right?
見えるかあの支柱が
Kojima.
徳川本社ビルだ。
なるほど。確かにあの支柱にこのコロニーが支えられているように見える。
コロニーの地表面とウィンドウ面をつないでいる。
お前の言う通り、徳川は俺たちの手には負えんかもしれんな。
おじけづいたか、ジョナサン。
俺はビヨンドについても徳川についても何も知らない。
その分俺が知ってる。そのためのパートナーだ。
その根性なら安心だ、相棒。
Oh, I called him Aibo.
ここが徳川本社ビル、通称プロップだ。
コロニーの天と地を支える支柱、プロップか。
Wow, this place is intimidating. Oh, it's actually kind of dizzying. What the heck is this? Beyond's the only place in the world where you look up and see something like this. Can you tell me what it is? Because all I'm seeing is a bunch of green pixels. I'm gonna blame someone for thinking the prop's structurally necessary. Ishido is right on the mark. Probably. It is like standing at the gateway to another world. Space. Pretty overwhelming, isn't it? Yeah. As you can see, it's more or less built into the colony, a pillar in more ways than one. It's obvious why it's so popular. Prop's a good name for it, don't you think? There's the Tokugawa lettering. Alright, let's go inside.
それじゃ徳川ビルへ入るぞ。
Space. We already went to space. We're in space.
ここが徳川ビルのフロントだ。建築史上有名なところだ。
Is that another woman I see? Here we go again. Oh yeah, anybody who's not used to the void of space would probably freak the heck out. I freak out looking at too tall statues. Statues that are too tall. The scale model of Tokugawa's moon plant. It's the first permanent moon base established by a corporation. Oh. It sounds very Japanese in here. It's an ad for Hotel California, Tokugawa Space Hotel. The world's first hotel in low home orbit. It has 64 rooms, each with a capsule bed and bathroom. There's a doctor on call to treat sass, and it makes 3 rotations a minute, creating artificial gravity of 0.7 G. A 3-day, 2-night stay costs 5 million yen, or about $50,000. Ouch. 3-day, 2 nights. Oh my god. Going to space is as easy as this now. That is not easy. $50,000 is not easy. Oops. The song Hotel California is definitely a ghost story. Don't stay there, you'll die. Oh no. Space Hotel California. Multivision showing media related to the Tokugawa group. What's this? There's something on the wall there. Any information about the building? Wake up missing a kidney in Hotel California. The Jumbo Multivision. Can't tell from here either. We'll need to take a closer look. The high-speed linear elevator. You could call it one of the building's arteries. Oh, same as the one we saw at BCCH, right? It's a kabuto, a traditional Japanese samurai helmet. Fits Tokugawa's image alright. The byobu. Byobu? That's fun to say. Byobu! A Japanese folding screen. They tend to have pictures or writing on them. I guess it would be a gilded byobu since it's covered in gold leaf. These are 180-degree holographic portraits of the former heads of the Tokugawa group. They're holograms of Zenzo and Tadashi Tokugawa, the first and second heads of the group. Most Japanese-run buildings like this have at least one byobu inside. Kabuto Tokugawa is known for looking into Japan's wartime past to inform his decisions. Interesting. It's a terminal the receptionist must use. She could pull up all sorts of information on the building in an instant. Alright, let's do this. The girl sitting there, she must be the receptionist. Why don't we go talk to her? Ah, jeez. Nope. It's a display of select Tokugawa Group companies. Tokugawa Group is divided into 138 companies. The main divisions include Tokugawa Heavy Industries, Tokugawa Electronics, Tokugawa Construction, Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals, Tokugawa Foods, and Tokugawa Mining. If you'd like to know more, I'd be happy to talk about them. Link to the building's network. Maybe there's a record of Hojo's visit on this. Multivision behind me, it shows information pertaining to the Tokugawa group. Funny how it's only showing the two places we've been to, isn't it? I agree. Very funny. Calm down, you. Alright, woman, what's up with your outfit? That is an interesting outfit indeed. This is the uniform they make us wear. Why? Is this even legal? I was playing Pokemon Pearl the other day. In Team Galactic, it's like the game's Team Rocket. They all have blue hair. I wonder if Sadaoki came up with these. I wonder if he did. Still a nice change from Chris's lab coat. Doesn't really match Tokugawa's personality, does it? Our uniforms change every month. Each one is created by a noted fashion designer. Holographic picture of the Tokugawa logo. Just in case you didn't see it on the way in. She's got a flirty face, like the kind you see in teenagers. Maybe she did. What's up with these professional companies and their uniforms of poor coverage? It's always hard guessing the age of Asian women. Yeah, they look younger than they actually are. Just like me. You know what I meant. It was a joke, Ed. Jesus, lighten up, old man. A lot of women keep their hair short here. Short hair is more dynamic in zero gravity. Kind of boyish haircut suits you. You think so? It's space, so maybe I don't deal with the effects of gravity, but there's artificial gravity. Alright, I'm gonna look at them. Oh, Jonathan, come on. Thanks, I guess. Alright, that's enough.
BCP のものだが、ちょっと聞きたいことがあるんだが。
警察の方？はあ、なんでしょう。
Jonathan is very crude. Tell us about President Tokugawa. The president came to be honored as one of the police knots, later becoming head of the Tokugawa group. He's also currently director of the International Space Promotion Agency, a very important man. What's your opinion? This guy has negative 100 chill. For real though. God. What's your opinion of the president? Some don't speak very highly of him, but they're just jealous of his success. They're just jealous of his success. I have complete faith in him. He stops and talks to us all the time. He's very nice. Bet you got them wrapped around your little finger, Sadoki. We'd like to speak with President Tokugawa. Where is he right now? Do you have an appointment? I wouldn't mind making an appointment with you. It's rather sudden, so no, we don't. Oh, I don't mind making an appointment with you, if you know what I mean. Jonathan, please. Sorry, but in that case, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do. President Tokugawa is currently out on business related to Beyond's anniversary. He's extremely busy at the moment. Very sorry, but I'd ask you to try again some other time. Oh well. I'd like to know about a man called Kenzo Hojo, employee of Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. We need to know when he was last here. And Mr. Hojo? Sorry, I don't know him. Do you know his employee ID number? No, but we have a picture of him. Is he one of our employees? Yeah, he's been posted to BCCH from Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. The name doesn't ring a bell. Sorry, I don't believe I know him. The prop, in addition to functioning as Tokugawa Group's headquarters here, is also one of the most widely known examples of space architecture, likened symbolically to a pillar supporting the colony, hence its name. The surface side contains employee offices, the receptionist hall, the all-purpose hall, the auditorium, the situation room, and the president's office. It also has the garden, one of the main features of the prop. And his ex-wife died in his arms like 2 days ago. He needs to chill. Windows side contains most of the building's parking garages, the security room, the disaster control center, and the motor room, among other areas. The building's air conditioning, heating, lighting, disaster control system, and employee management system are all run by computer. Maybe Hojo's entry was automatically recorded. And if all information here is processed by a 100 gigabyte per second super high-speed optical fiber LAN and satellite connection. Wowzers. The prop is its own... What did I say last time? Kless? I think I said Kless. So the building would be unaffected should a hole open... Oh, okay, wow. Gardeners are zero-gravity vent area located at the center of the building, accessible via linear elevator. Consists of an open area covering 20 floors, offering unobstructed views of the entire colony. It's often used for parties and other functions. Kenzo Hojo, do you recognize him? He doesn't look familiar, no, but I couldn't be sure. Do you recognize this photo? Yes, those are police knots. That's a Tokugawa ID card, yes? What about it? Thought she needed the employee number. Why are you showing me one of our IDs? Because you needed the employee number. What about records anyway? Yes, I'd be able to check those. There we go.
重要なことなんだ。15日の午後、北条健三という人物がこのビルに来てるはずなんだが。
待ってください。何しろ来客が多いもので、一人一人については来客記録を見てみます。ここから中に入る人は必ず来社時間と退社時間を記録しているはずですから。ありました。はい。確かに15日の16時に
But did he ever
北条健三さん
leave?
が来社されています。記録によるとそのまま会長室にお通ししています。
ということは貞興もその時間にここにいた。
退社時間は？
退社時間は
Never. Never! I knew
そうで
it!
すね。消えています。退社時間は記録にありません。この記録によると北条さんはまだこのビルを出ていないことになりますね。
他に出口は？
非常用の出入り口はいくつもありますが、チェックシステムを抜けることは容易ではありません。
つまり北条の痕跡はここでぷっつりと切れているってわけか。
このビル内に幽閉されているか、あるいはただならぬ方法で外に出たか。
ロレインが言ってたように、この状況で会社から捜索願いが出ていないのはおかしすぎる。
徳川が臭いな。
そんなおかしいですね。
This information is absolutely correct. The system reads each employee's personal ID card. It doesn't make mistakes. It also performs a voice print scan, retinal scan, and fingerprint scan. Wow. It could very well be the first time this has happened. For every reason, I believe this is accurate. It's virtually impossible to tamper with the system's data. Someone who works here probably could. Please don't tell anyone we had this conversation. Please don't make my job difficult. Okay, I'll stop asking. I feel bad now. Let's just back out of this. Let's go, Ed. Sadaoki's gotta be up there. May we? Wait, do you have a search warrant? I don't need a search warrant with Sadaoki. Stop! This is awkward. First I'm a save. You're right, it's not my fault. Forget this, we'll find Sadaoki ourselves. You want me to call the police? We are the police. Let's move. I said stop. No can do. Okay. I guess this receptionist is gonna stop us from getting in an elevator. Tokugawa is definitely shady. Gosh, what do we do now? Well, let's see if we can get a search warrant. Hotel count. Receptionist, not a rejectionist. Boo. Find what you're looking for, detective? Just getting started. Hey Ed, now you can add babysitting terrestrial douches to your job. Wow, job description. Man, who's the douche here? Hmm. Go talk to him. Can you issue us a search warrant? Hey, Gates, go ahead. Police lines, PCA, PMP, brains, ARC. You heard about AP. The police notes are a fading memory here. That's just the way things are, I'm afraid. BCP is better equipped to do its job with the introduction of AP. Traditional cops have had to more or less shift duties. Naturally, you don't have jurisdiction over OLA here. There's nothing we can do. Aye, NARC. Unfortunately, NARC is everywhere and beyond. Oh right, the drug. We have an anti-NARC team in AP, but it just... That's a little bit of irony, naming a drug NARC. If you think about it in the "you're such a narc" way. Not a big problem, huh? A large percentage of the crimes which occur here are related to narc. People have said that Tokugawa was involved with drugs, haven't they? I don't know what you're talking about. We aren't able to prove a thing. How much pressure has Tokugawa put on you? Look, he's got more power than every politician here put together. Yeah, I bet. Cheerio, Gates. Oh, is Gates supposed to be British? Meow! If you could solve the narc problem, they'd probably give you the Nobel Peace Prize. We're talking Gates about Tokugawa being connected to drugs. You mean those allegations? That was just some media circus, no one knows for sure. Yeah, it would be a whole lot safer if we could put an end to narc. That's a good question. What does bring me here? There is a drug called Narcan that helps recovery from overdoses. Haha. Narc is made by first extracting opium from black poppy pods. After that, you combine it with a synthetic drug made from pethidine, and other compounds. And then that you add a hallucinogen. That was a weird sentence. Did I just read that wrong? No, they're anti-narc, not anti-narcan. They're anti-narcant, not anti-narcan. You know, the effects of a natural opioid, a synthetic opioid, and hallucinogen, one horrific combination. Some people like to call it the drug of the 21st century because of the way it's developed. It's been nearly 250 years since Sir Turner first isolated morphine from opium. Blame all the advances in modern pharmacology for this monster. It isn't easy growing black poppies in space. That's why the Mafia gave up on it several years ago. You can't grow in such a harsh environment without adequate facilities. So the Mafia isn't behind this? We can't say for sure, but it's not one of their main areas of interest. You need the most up-to-date equipment to do it. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a face-eating drug. It wouldn't be like bootlegging during Prohibition. The risk would be too great. It wouldn't be good business, but nevertheless, someone's responsible for it. Right. And who the hell could it be? It isn't easy growing black poppies in space. They lead the pharmaceutical industry not only beyond but throughout space. Their work with the cancer drug Paclitaxel. Yeah, that sounds about right. paclitaxel, their SAS medicine, calcium foods. Their list of successes goes on and on. Catalog results. We don't hear very nice stories about what goes on behind the scenes. What did you think of them? Well, we talked to somebody there, but there was something kind of fishy about him, come to think of it. The number of narc users continues to grow every year. It's just as big a problem beyond as anywhere in space. We're not getting rid of a body inside of the colony. Say the person had been dead for several weeks. Radio would attract too much attention. Dumping out of water wouldn't work either. Detect the gases released during decomposition. Well, it's kind of crude. Burying it might be the best way. Colony has several meters of soil in its surface areas to help protect against cosmic rays. You wouldn't smell if it were buried at least 20-30 centimeters down. In case you can never hide a body or get it out without help from the Mafia.
よし、ジョナさん、捜査に出かけよう。
よし。So, where's how? CCH, Tokugawa built. Where should we go next? Back to the prop we go. Think Tokugawa's around? Who knows? Could be a bluff. You have to find some way to get to Sadaoki. I do want a McGriddle. McGriddles are freaking awesome.
徳川ビルの正面フロントだ。
何か騒がしいな。なんだろう。
Oh?
いらっしゃいませ。ただいま徳川製薬新製品発表会を行っていますので、一般の方はご遠慮願っております。
ということは、貞興はいるってわけだ。
You both are creeps. Have you ever had, well, I guess you've never had a McGriddle. But they are amazing. And their hash browns are really good too. Their breakfast is pretty good. Actually, their breakfast is really good. So they're very good for their breakfast. Breakfast, fries, spicy sprites. President Tokugawa is in the garden above. However, I can't let you through without an invitation. An invitation, eh? Party going on there at the moment. Let's go, Sadaoki's in the garden. Stop! The building is off limits to general public at this moment. We're old friends of Sadaoki. Stop it, I'm going to get angry. I don't think I want to test her. This receptionist is going to beat the crap out of us. She's got a mouse for a nose. So we need an invitation. Where do we get one from? Thought we were gonna talk to. Okay. Unless a part of the comments is that there's no indication that they're just thinking of them. Yeah, they're saying this crap out loud. Wow, she has such smooth skin. Yeah. Somehow that just makes it extra creepy. Can you please let us through? Sadaoki's a friend of ours. You expect to believe something like that? Oh, I know. Besides, the party is a formal occasion. This is not my formal wear. I sleep in it too, right Ed? It's all purpose. Come on, Jonathan, show our perf with friends of Tokugawa.
This, 俺たちなんだ。徳川と知り合いなんだ。ポリスノーツでね。
そういうこと。
どうも失礼しました。すいませんでした。そちらのおひげの方はわかりますけど、あなたの方は？
若すぎるか？
ああ、長寿保証遺伝子の手術ですね。テロメアなんとかっていう。
違う。ちょっと寝坊しただけだよ。
Good night sleep. Alright, let's go.
エレベーターに乗るぞ。
どうぞ。そのエレベーターで中心部のガーデンへお上がりください。
悪いな。無理言って。
いいえ。ガーデン内は無重量ですので、宇宙酔いには気をつけてくださいね。
大丈夫だ。今君に会えて夢心地だから。
まあ、お上手。それじゃ、ポリスノーツさん。
It's like watching Johnny Bravo, but you want a friend to walk you to your car.
ホームのロープ牽引式や威圧エレベーターと違って超電導モーターを使っているので昇降速度、乗り心地、着地精度も優れている。
Oh, I'm in control. An ad for Tokugawa shareholder tour. They show you around the Tokugawa moon plant. There's one every month. Sounds absolutely thrilling. What's this? It's off at the moment, but that's the monitor that shows the live images of the building's exterior. It also works as a video phone. Neat! Elevator's control panel. Press button. Garden, here we come. Whee! Ooh.
Miro! コロニー内が一望だ。
すごい。
この疑似世界を我々人間が作ったんだ。この希薄な宇宙空間に
人類の生命力は種の進化を超えているかもしれん。
いや、そうとも言えんよ。人類は十分自然のしっぺ返しを食らっている。今の人類には宇宙はまだまだ厳しい。気を抜けない危険なところだ。
俺たちが今の姿であろうとすればするほどな。
コロニーの中心部に着いたぞ。ここは
Oceanic.
宇宙酔いには気をつけろよ。
あ 分かってる。もう体が浮いてる。酔い止め薬はもうたくさんだ。ここへ来る機内で飲んだよ。
徳川製薬のだろ。
そうだ。
Look, Ma, no feet. Wow. Okay.
ここが徳川ビルの 0G ホールガーデンか。
まるでハーレムだな。
さあ徳川を探そう。
The heck is this? What's that balloon for? Maybe a model of Hojo's new DDS? Check out those two there! Let's go say hi! I should ask them if they've seen Tokugawa. What's going on here?
パーティーのコンパニオンだ。噂によると彼女らは徳川が作り出した再生車リバーサーらしい。
リバーサー？
一種のコピー人間だ。これまでの映画女優やモデルとかの保存されてる遺伝子から全く同じ美人を作り出してるらしいんだ。オリジナルの死後20年経てばリバースの許可が出るらしい。もちろん相続権は認められない。今のところリバーサーはいわば徳川グループの血族同然だ。彼女らには何も話してはもらえんだろう。
Interesting. They get very up close and personal. Famous young business magnate. There are rumors he's also a drug dealer, but we haven't been able to prove it. It's been all over them since we got here. Wait, what's this? What are they doing here? Wow, her butt is literally right behind her head. That's freaky looking. What are they doing here? Friends of yours? They're from various mafias on home. Why are they here? She one of Tokugawa's escorts? There's some nice service they're getting. That's some nice service they're getting. Yeah, she's taking good care of them, alright. That's what's-his-face Garcia from the Spanish Mafia. He's with the Triad, but I don't know his name or where he sits. That's Wakayama Kumicho. He's Yakuza. Yakuza?! It's highly scripted, yeah. She's nearly folded in two. No, she is folded in two, actually. I'm guessing that's a cocktail. Alcohol and zero gravity don't mix, but try telling that to someone from home. Float away. Whee! Those guys don't look like the best of friends. Well, they are from rival organizations. They almost never meet up like this. Must have been an offer they couldn't refuse. It's a super fighting robot.
この兵装はただごとではない。軍用の鉛筆じゃないのか?
Its armor is clearly different from the Goddard's. It's been coated with chaff, too. What's that? Countermeasure for disrupting electronic equipment. This they could turn it into one giant jamming device. A lot of the other machines that use it are also yellow. I'd say you're right. We're looking at military MPS. Last thing space needs is a war. That's a really big gun. You wouldn't want something like this going off in zero gravity. I don't have an onboard computer to suppress the recoil. Just like the Goddard. This isn't a lift gun then. What are you planning to do? What are you planning to do with this set, Oki? So we have an EMPS and some mafia leaders around here. That doesn't spell out good things. Are you ready for the Turians? Turians? Float away. It's one of the higher ups at ISPA, the International Space Promotion Agency. ISPA. I've seen that guy before. That's right, he's that political hawk that's been making a name for himself lately. Got a lot of pull in BCP too. Politicians. Yeah, I recognize all those faces. That's what, what? No, absolutely not. Exclusive hobby, bringing together all these famous women. Look at those legs! They look like regular escorts. Maybe they'll talk to us in this case. Not rebirth us, huh? Try calling them over. Oh, okay. Hey, you two!
Hi! 何でしょう?
よかった。どうやら好意的のようだ。
やはりリバーサーじゃないようだ。
What is she holding? But some kind of propulsion device? It's a portable attitude adjustment unit. Attitude adjustment unit? Attitude adjustment. Okay. It helps you move around in a weightless area. Zero gravity just keeps getting better. Redhead is secretly Spider-Man? How do you pose like that? Well, they're in zero gravity. You just lift your legs up. Disappear into those. Oh my goodness. That what those mafia guys were having? It's a packaged moon salts. It has a stopper in it to prevent the liquid from escaping. Here you go. Jonathan, you want to be drunk on top of having sass? You just lift your leggies up real high. How's life treating you? What can I do for you? Goodness gracious. Well, I know what I won't be asking. Any idea where Tokugawa is? President Tokugawa? Probably saying hi to everyone. He'll be here somewhere. Seen Tokugawa around? He should be somewhere here in the garden. You know a guy named Kinzo Hojo? And Mr. Hojo? I've never heard of him. I throw these every now and then to unveil some new product that's coming out. It turned out to be a drag. Nope. Oh my god. Hey, give me a call if you hear anything about Kinzo Hojo. But you don't have a phone, Jonathan. Yeah, you're right. Hey, how about you give me your number instead? Yeah, nice try. I don't give it out to strangers anyways. That was a complete accident. What's that EMPS for? Some sort of event? I don't know actually. They didn't mention to us before the party. Thanks, you're sweet. My advice is to keep looking. How about you? Had you heard of Kenzo Hojo? I don't know anyone by that name. We throw this every now and then to reveal something that's coming out. It's turned out to be a drag. Maybe you know what the APS is for? I don't know anything about it. It's the first time I see it here myself. Okay. I had fun. Later. Oh. Where is Jonathan? Let's go talk to him. Which one? This one or this one? I'm guessing this guy. Let's save.
おい貞起
行ってみよう。
貞起久しぶりだな。
Is that Chris?
ジョナサンジョナサン・イングラム。
お、サルバトーレか。
エド・ジョナサン、久しぶりだ。
Holy shiitake.
あら、お二人さん。
あ、こちらはドクター・ゴドウィン BCCH
Oh
の
yeah,
理事
it is Chris.
クリスどうして？
奇遇ね。
長。ところで要件はなんだジョナサン。何か嗅ぎ回ってるらしいな。
さすがに情報には早いな。
They're getting more beautiful today, guys. And she knows out there. My face is a little swollen with the zero gravity, though. Oh, I don't know why, but it only makes you look younger. Women must really love you. I know. She sprinted her way over here. Like, what do we do? Didn't we immediately come over here after we left the hospital? I think it was hospital, then we went to the building, then we went back to the police office, and then we came back here. So she had to change out of her work clothes, get ready, come over here. Jeez, Chris. She's an efficient woman.
まさかこんなところで会うとは。
私もよ、ジョナサン・エド。何かの巡り合わせかしらね。
We didn't even really talk to Gates about anything. It was like a 10-second conversation. It's a launch party for the new drug capsule. I've seen all sorts of people here. Journalists, entertainers, politicians. I'm a little disappointed that aren't that many. I'm a little disappointed there aren't that many medical professionals, though. Sorry for being so personal, but what's your relationship with Sadaoki? Well, he's a business partner, a mentor, and I guess you could say my poppy. What? Your poppy? That can be more than one thing, Jonathan. I mean in a paternal sense. Oh, okay. What they say about it is true. It'll have a big impact on space development. Seriously consider whether it's something BCCH ought to be involved with. I saw guys from Holmes Mafia here. The Mafia? Really? That's kind of scary. I wonder why they're here. I'm sure I'll be alright as long as I got you two around. You don't seem to have changed much. Guess I always did look kind of old for my age.
久しぶりだな、サルバトーレ。ここでお前に会うとは思わなかったよ。
いつからビヨンドに？
ゲイツに聞いたら地球に帰ったって。
今俺は月にいる。今日はパーティーのために古巣のビヨンドに戻ってるだけだ。
どうしてこのパーティーに？
徳川とのしがらみさ。
Oh boy. I heard you quit BCP. I just wasn't cut out for it. Police work ain't my thing, to be honest. One day I decided I had enough. That was 15 years ago. I was married twice, but neither of them worked out. I don't got any kids either. I'm just here on the side. I only came because I happen to have some time off. It's a little shindig Tokugawa's put together for everyone. Relax and enjoy yourselves. Chris said to herself, this is a party. It's a waste of time coming if you ain't gonna try and enjoy it. What are you up to these days? Tokugawa got me a job at his moon plant. I'm the head of security there. Guy ain't a cotton mill more, but it's not like I got a PhD or nothing, you know? Pretty basic stuff, just keeping watch over the place. Less pressure since you ain't wearing a badge either. I also oversee the mining and transport operations. Like we got a lot to worry about in terms of security. Nice moon, for Christ's sake. Place ain't exactly crawling with thugs. Ain't that familiar with it, ex-Tokugawa. There you go, Warren again, Johnny boy. Relax, those guys ain't got a chance here. It's one of Tokugawa's maiden space factories. We mine lunar minerals and make drugs and rare metals under microgravity. It's located in Mare Imbrium. Let me know if you're ever in the area, I'll give you a tour. What kind of relationship do these two have? You kidding? Ain't it obvious? We're not trying anything with Chris, Jonathan. It's getting more serious now than before. When ordinary business is difficult, imagine what it's like for me.
実はあんたんとこの徳川製薬の社員が先月の15日から行方不明なんだが。
うちの社員誰だね。
北条健三、徳川製薬技術研究所 DDS 開発チーム主任。
北条君が行方不明。初耳だ。それで
What are your thoughts about Tojo's disappearance? Tojo's one of my employees, yes, but I haven't heard anything about him being missing. I don't really know him that well either, but he's one of your employees. Yes, but we have tens of thousands of people working for us on the colony alone. What kind of person was Tojo? I remember he was serious about what he did, a really dependable guy. I ran into him a few times at meetings and parties and such, but that was it. That's a lie! I wonder what's happened to him. I'll have someone look into it right away. Seems you're the last person to ever see Hojo. On the 15th last month, right here in this building, as a matter of fact. 15th? I have no recollection of that. I haven't had any big meetings down at pharmaceuticals lately either. I guess it's been maybe 6 months since I last saw him. Expect me to believe that, or I've become senile already. I told you I don't know anything about it. What's this party for? It's a get-together to unveil the latest product from our pharmaceutical division. We've invited various associates and clients. Doesn't look like your average bash to me. What's that EMPS doing here? Go on, enjoy yourself. Don't forget you're at a party. I left BCP and took over Tokugawa 20 years ago. I finally feel like I got in the hang of things. It's far more entertaining than my previous career anyway. It's all holograms in the lobby. Nice family tree. I'm a businessman now. No more police work for me. I don't plan on retiring anytime soon. I've got plenty of steam left in the engine yet. What's with that AMPS? You trying to start a war? What's it doing at a party? The prototype military AMPS developed by Tokugawa Heavy Industries. It's called the Von Braun. Von Braun. Wow. It's going to be officially adopted by the military in 2 years' time. We invited several military officials here as well. It wouldn't have been possible without the deer gleaned from the AP0 experience. What you see there was set a new benchmark for all future weapons development. Oh, hang on, I'm gonna be right back in a few minutes. I'm gonna take a short break. Okay. I am back, my schmoobies. What were we talking about? EMPS, I think. It's an ordering machine. It represents the pinnacle of Tokugawa technology. It's going to be a new symbol of the group. Take a look at the visitor log of the reception. On the day Hojo disappeared, the 15th, he came here to Tokugawa building. To meet you? To meet me? Well, I never met him. Are you sure it's not some mistake? Oh my god, this guy's just full of lies. The way I see it, there are two possibilities. Either you're sassed and incompetent, or you think I'm an idiot. I won't stand here and take that, Jonathan. What's the new product? It's a new drug capsule Hojo developed. Capsule for both terrestrials and beyonds. Allows you to evenly distribute a controlled amount of a drug throughout the body and weightlessness. Its osmotic pressure system is more advanced than any other drug on the market. It's also extremely heat and corrosive resistant. Capsule is going to be a huge success. Its applications are virtually unlimited. Confident it still surpasses every other product in the K series. Capsule is going to be a huge success. Its applications are virtually unlimited. Yeah. You mentioned associates. I counted several people from Home's Mafia here. Haha, Tokugawa is a business. Sometimes it involves interfacing with people like them. You needn't worry, we're not breaking any laws. I give you my word, Tokugawa is a completely respectable business. You wouldn't go and ruin everything we worked for, right, Ed? Did you know Lorraine was murdered on Home? Lorraine? Who's that? Hojo's wife, and my... Sorry to hear that. He has a daughter, doesn't he? I'll make sure she's taken care of. I'll get someone out there tomorrow.
Jonah-san, いいかな? 私は挨拶があるんでな、失礼する。
待てよ、貞興。まだ質問には答えてもらってないぜ。
もう話すことは話した。せっかくだからゆっくりとパーティーでも楽しんでくれ。
貞興、おかしいな。何がおかしい？北条の失踪、このうさんくさいパーティー。何もかもおかしい。
どういうことだ？
どこまでも白を切る気らしいな。いいか、徳川製薬の看板開発者が行方不明なんだ。会社にとってもあんたにとっても大きな損失のはず。それにしてはあんたらは妙に落ち着き払ってる。
何が言いたい？
匂うんだよ。このパーティー、客人たち、北条の失踪に白を切るあんたたち。
ジョナサン、私を誰だと思ってる？私は徳川グループ3代目の。
そうだ。だからなおさら匂うんだ。プンプンな。
エド、こいつをつまみ出せ。それはできん。できん。エド、私の言うことが聞こえなかったか？もう一度言うぞ。この身寄りのない浦島太郎を連れて帰れ。今すぐだ。
俺が怖いか、貞興。
あまり調子に乗らんことだな、ジョナサン・イングラム。今の私はポリスノーツの頃の私ではない。徳川グループを、この宇宙を動かす徳川だ。
脅しか？
脅しではない。情けだよ。同じポリスノーツとしてのな。
お前はもうポリスノーツじゃない。金と権力に溺れる亡者だ。待ってろ、貞興。お前を切ってあげてやる。その化けの皮を剥いてやる。
I knew Tokugawa couldn't be trusted. Everything he said was sus.
少しは落ち着いたか？奴らを怒らせると今より動きにくくなるぞ。
奴は何かを隠してる。絶対に北条の失踪やロレインの件に関与しているはずだ。
だが証拠がない。手がかりも。
Oh, this is gonna be a tough one.
手がかりならある。
なんだそれ？
たった今種をまいた。もし奴らが何かを隠しているんなら、 北条の失踪に関係しているんなら動き出すはずだ。
それまで俺たちの命があればな。
すまないエド、巻き込んでしまって。
いいんだよ。俺もこのまま窓際で朽ち果てるわけにはいかん。それよりうちで飯でも食ってくか。娘の料理は最高だ。
いいのか？
もちろんさ、歓迎するよ。食事は多い方が楽しい。娘たちも喜ぶ。
エド、
それにお前が帰ってきてくれて嬉しい。
Hey, we can see Ed's family. That whole conversation was sus. Act 2, baby! Do we get to go into the next disc?
This is my house.
いいうちじゃないか、エド。
地価の高いホームじゃこうはいかん。30年間の血と汗の賜物だ。北条の豪邸とは比較にならんが、交通の便はいいんだ。すぐ近くにリニアレールのサウスガーデン駅がある。リニアレールは浮上走行なんで、騒音や振動はそれほど問題にならないんだ。
帰るところがあるのは羨ましいよ。
そうだな。うちに帰るとホッとするよ。さあ、遠慮せずに入ってくれ。
What a cute little building. Is that part of your house too? That house belongs to this nice elderly couple. What about that one? That belongs to some newlyweds. They moved in about half a year ago. Same story, huh? The house on the other side. I'd prefer that one, to be honest with you. Houses here are built as close as they can get them to each other. Let's look at those houses you find in San Francisco. Oh yeah, standard type of house for residential lots here. Doesn't have a garden, but we do have 2 floors. I still have 5 years left on my mortgage. You can't make the lots that big since the surface of the colony isn't completely flat. That's why they're like the houses you see in San Francisco with all its hills. Oh. Entrance says a lot about a house, don't you think? All I have to show for all these years here is this tiny place. They are their place the same as mine. Their front door is on the other side. They've helped me out a lot since my wife passed away. Aw. As you know, beyond is shaped like a cylinder, so if your house doesn't face the central axis, your neighbors will be able to see inside since their houses are positioned higher up. That house is so close to mine, they're almost touching. The biggest luxury of the colony on the colony's space. Their house is 1 grade higher than mine. The previous owner developed return syndrome. They moved here to start a new life in space, but they're having trouble finding stable jobs. Alright, let's go inside.
じゃ、入ろうか。
Uh-oh.
あらパパ。
Oh no!
お、ただいま。ゼロ時体操の練習だったのか？
Who is that?
新しいユニフォームなの。どう？
ちょっと見えすぎじゃないのか。
もうそんなことばっかり。素材が決め手なのよ。流行の天然複合新素材。汗の吸収力がいいんだって。
俺は中身の方が興味ありだね。
Stop!
ほら、ジョナサン、娘だぞ。
パパ、こちらはお客さん？
ああ、今日はパパの古い友人を連れてきた。夕食の用意大丈夫か？
ええ、いつも多めに作ってるから、足りなかったらパパの分減らすわね。
勝手にしてくれ。
アナです。
ジョナサン・イングラムだ。よろしく。
ジョナサン、あなたが。パパからよく聞いてるわ。
マーク、パパの友達のジョナサンだ。挨拶は？気を悪くせんでくれ。マークは精神的な病気なんだ。言葉を持たん。自閉症のようにな。さあな、着替えて飯の支度を頼む。
そうね、このユニフォーム1時以下で試着してると疲れるの。
残念だな。脱いじゃうのか？
まあ、パパの友達は理解があるわ。
アンナ、早くしてくれ。
わかったわ。
困った娘だ。親をバカにしとる。
いい子じゃないか。
さあ、ジョナさん、ゆっくりしてくれ。疲れだろ。
It's my wife, Catherine. She passed away 5 years ago. She really turned some heads back in her day. Those were her favorite earrings. Anna has them now. Oops. I couldn't do anything for her. Parents heard we'd take a nice long trip home after I retired, just the two of us. I liked her hair. She was a quarter white, that's why her hair wasn't all that curly. Hey, I really miss those days. Everything just felt so right. Still got this picture too. You made a copy for me. Look at that stud. Look at you. You walked straight out of that photo. Man, 2010. Bruh.
アナの誕生日に買ってやったんだ。あの有名なエルエスの超高級バッグだ。
そういえばロレインも持っていたな。
It says Elves on it. It's the real thing. Elves is based on Beyond, so they're cheaper to come by here than home. They're a popular item with tourists. This is the end thing, apparently. I don't have a clue when it comes to this stuff. Get a lot of counterfeits floating around these days.
マークの描いた絵だ。この絵はコンクールで入賞したんだ。
何で描いた？
ああ、子供用のグラフィックノートだ。ピクノ8。これはそのデータをプリントアウトしたものだ。
しかしこの風景は地球のものらしい。
Is this a horse? Got wings. Is it supposed to be Pegasus? Is this meant to be Mark? That's what his doctor says. Look, he's trying to tell you something. Is pig flying? This is the moon. The crescent moon. These are airplanes. You don't see planes here. Nah, he wants to be in the photo. He's just trying to look all cool. Look like skyscrapers, judging from the size relative to the mountains anyway. I guess these are mountains. I wonder which ones they're supposed to be. These are some kind of trees. They look like ones from home. You don't get trees this size on Beyond.
ジェット機といい、ビルといい、木といい。すべて地球のものだ。
そうなんだ。マークの想像がなんだが、マークは一度もホームに行ったことがないんだ。
こんな絵を描くとは訳ありだな。この少年がマーク本人だとすると、このビヨンドから出たいんじゃないのか。
はあ。
Mark said fight the moon. You hungry, Jonathan? Shouldn't be too much longer. I said TV. It's one of those old CRTs. Jeez. You want to watch something? Those are old even today. Food's late tonight. Wonder what's taking so long. Oh my god. We had this poster made from a photo of Anna. That was when she came in second in the ribbon event at Zero G gymnastics competition. Look at her. That's my girl. Good thing she didn't get her looks from you. That would be one fugly poster. Jonathan, you'll be here all week, huh? Ray gun games. Heck yeah. A sword being used in the ribbon event. It's designed to open up in zero gravity. Light gun games are pretty cool. Nice looking kid, isn't she? Oops. I really nailed it with this expression. Why does she have blue hair? Well, the only light gun games I can think of are Duck Hunt and Resident Evil Survivor. It's a solar chandelier Catherine bought. Food's late tonight. Wonder what's taking so long. Alright, I should talk to Ed. You really did get old, my friend. Yeah, things haven't exactly been easy the last few years. Give me some slack. Everybody gets old someday. She's a really nice kid. I'm so proud of her. I know I can count on her. She takes after her mother. You know, see popular the boy is, judging from that poster. Everything around the house now that Catherine's gone. I owe her a lot.
Mark はエドの？
見ての通り、マークは肌の色が違う。俺の子じゃない。マークは養子なんだよ。
Aw. Oh, Time Crisis, yeah. Tacky orange light gun. I mean, they're all bright and tacky.
Mark はある事件の生存者なんだ。その時に本当の両親を失っている。
そうだったのか。
キャサリンが亡くなった暑い年だった。ナク中毒者が正気を失って家族を襲うという事件が起きた。
Did he eat their faces?
中毒者は自分の妻をナイフでめった突きにし、息子まで巻き添えにしようとした。俺は現場に居合わせ、その子を守るために男を射殺した。その子の目前で。ああ、俺はあの時から銃を抜けなくなったんだ。デカとしては命取りだよ。マークはあの事件のショックで口が聞けなくなった。
Oh.
両親が目前で殺されたんだ。あの子のショックは相当なものだったに違いない。
さっき自閉症とか言ってたが、精神的なショックでは自閉症にならないんじゃ。
ああ、正確に言うと自閉症ではないんだ。わかりやすいと思ってな。緘黙症とか言うらしい。無理に話そうとすると痙攣するんだ。無言症とも言われるらしいが、マークは言葉では自分を表現できないんだ。
それで絵を描かせてるのか。
マークは一日中絵を描いてるか古い映画を見ているかだ。
マークとはうまくいってるのか？
いや、俺のことを父親としては見てくれてないだろう。
そうなのか。
マークは俺を憎んでる。
エド、いつかは心を開いてくれるさ。
そう思いたい。しかしマークは。
焦ることはないじゃないか。時間をかければ話せるようになるさ。エドはマークを
愛してる。
なら気長に待つことだ。
Aww. Yeah, me too. I'm surprised they were able to put it in such an elegant way for such an old game. Even several doctors, but apparently it's not that easy a thing to get over. Have you thought about going to home for treatment? We could never do that. Gave Marta a graphics tablet to try and give him a way to express himself. Sounds like a good idea. It's quite a picture you drew. Thought maybe we could communicate through pictures, you know? I don't know how much difference it's making. He's the reason I stuck it out here. I miss her every single day. You saw a picture. Didn't think I'd find a pretty girl to marry, did you? I met her at BCP. She was a cop too. One day she comes along and gives me a ticket for parking in front of the station. I just hoped you'd get to meet her. She was a great woman. After we got married and had Anna, she quit her job and started working part-time in the waitlist area. She eventually developed kidney stones because of it. Part of the calcium that your bones lose in weightlessness collects in the kidneys. Oh. How do you treat something like that? The only thing I could do for her was a kidney transplant, but there was a serious shortage of organs back then, even greater than today. 80% of people on the waiting list died before a donor was found. It must have been terrible to have her die waiting for a transplant. While she was waiting, she had to go on dialysis every 3 days for about 4 to 5 hours. She eventually developed amyloidosis because of it. That's when deposits of amyloids accumulate in your joints and tendons. Extremely painful. I couldn't bear watching her suffer like that. You probably know that your immune system's considerably weakened in microgravity too. This has scared the hell out of me ever since what happened to Catherine. It never did that to me when we were police knots. That's how it was back then. We didn't think about those things. Oh, she must take care of Mark as well, right? Yeah, Mark's never opened up to me. Alright, okay. Great one. Space.
ヨナさん、飯にしよう。
Chow time.
さあ召し上がって。
This. Calcium milk, one of Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals functional foods. Got phosphopeptides in it, so it's a good source of calcium. To be honest, it's actually soy milk. There's vegetables grown in Beyond's agricultural ring. They're ultra high pressure sterilized, so they're fresher than heat sterilized ones. They don't use any pesticides or chemical additives here. They end up polluting the clefts. We don't need to use them. We have virtually no insects that would damage any crops. This is tempura. Seafood is hard to get here, so it's a little different from the tempura on home. It consists mainly of microorganic proteins. Those look like they just came out of a fryer. That's unohana, also called okra. okra? Oh, soybean curd. Oh yeah, there seems to be an awful lot. Yeah, I think I made too much. Okara. Nah, it's Okara. I hate okra. Bleh. I also hate tomatoes. This is Odin. Basically a bunch of things mixed together. It's probably the Japanese cuisine boom going on right now. A lot of steam coming off of it. You're not eating very much, are you? It's hard work keeping a nice figure. I don't want to overeat. Don't worry about me, you go ahead and eat. What's the deal with these plates? I got sensors in them that record the number of calories and portion size. Wow! They beep if you go over the amount you set them to. I feel like a damn farm animal. Go ahead and eat something, Jonathan. This. It's a neat little gadget. He carries it everywhere, huh? Pictures are Mark's only way of expressing himself. Rice is good, but not okra or tomatoes. Be nice having family, Ed. You look happy. Yeah? Hey, thanks. You're not hungry or something? You're not eating very much. No, I just had a big lunch, remember? You not like my cooking, Dad? I can't eat with you looking at me like that. I always fail trying to analyze myself objectively. You're really cute, Anna. You look just like your mother. I'm telling my dad that. Go ahead and eat something, Jonathan. The voice must never leave you alone. I see the way you're looking at her. It's like he keeps his tablet with him even at the table. About the only time he doesn't have with him is when he's taking a bath. He's always off in his own world. It'd be hard for him, all he's gone through. Poor guy's lost the innocence of his childhood.
マーク、なかなか絵が上手だね。地球へ来たら一緒にスケッチしようか。おじさんも絵を描くんだ。今度見せてあげようか。
ジョナサン、マークお前に懐いているよ。
No.
普通なら他人と食事は一緒にしない。
そうか。
珍しいことだが、多分そのタバコだろう。
タバコ？
マークはタバコに興味があるんだ。
古い映画なんか見るとタバコ吸ってるでしょ。
はは、映画ファンらしいからな。
マークはあれに憧れてるの。
実際にタバコを加えた人間を見るのはお前が初めてだろう。
マーク、いい趣味してるよ。
Don't smoke! So here you always carry that towel around. Sorry, drawing. That's home, isn't it? You know, I came from home. Maybe one day I'll show you the real thing. Hey, don't put ideas in his head. Cheer you up, Mark. Hey, Ed? What is it? What do you think about everything that's happened? Well, we haven't really got any physical evidence or leads, but I'm with you. The whole thing stinks. Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals is hiding something. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, he's watched a lot of old movies. That's why he's fascinated with smoking in home. Hey, Anna? Yeah?
アナ、好きな人いるのかい？恋人とか。
おらんおらん。
Hmm.
もうパパったら今まではいなかったけど好きな人できたわ。
こら、こいつはダメだぞ。
have a job, Anna. I used to be a guide at the Astronauts Memorial Museum until last month. I was majoring in space history before, so it was a good experience for me. I think I'm ready for a relationship, you know? A real relationship. Maybe someone older, more mature. What are you talking about? You're still a kid. No, she's a woman, alright. I'm quite aware of that. Wow, he actually managed to keep something to himself. You always do the cooking? Yeah, I love to cook, but I'm beyond nutritional balance is more important than taste. Especially when it comes to calcium. Tokugawa put up recipes on BeyondNet every day. It's not that hard with those around. John is below dogs. Yeah. You like school, Anna? What's your major? You do any sports? Yeah, it's great. I go to UCBC. My major is bioethics. As for sports, I do zero-G rhythmic gymnastics. I've got plenty of friends, all girls though. You know, lunch side takes to school. You know so much about space history, mind if I pick your brain? How about a story related to food? It said the first person to use chopsticks in space was astronaut Onizuka, who later died in the Challenger disaster. The interesting thing is he didn't use them to eat Japanese food. First people to eat solid food in space were astronauts Young and Grissom. Aboard Gemini 3, they smuggled sandwiches aboard. You like my cooking? Not bad for someone my age, huh? Considered space food to someone from home. Space food. How does calcium fit in with your diet here? What's important isn't so much the amount of calcium, it's the balance between the calcium and the phosphorus. If there's too much phosphorus, your body won't be able to absorb the calcium. I do zero-G rhythm gymnastics, so I always try to make sure I get enough calcium. Well, blacks have naturally higher calcitonin levels anyway, so it's not as bad for me. It's the coolest sport around. There's friction between Zero-G Gymnastics Association and Beyond's Board of Education over the calcium loss issue, though. It's great to say it isn't good for kids since we're still growing. I saw your poster. Don't worry, that thing's gonna take off like you won't believe. Even better than mud wrestling. Jonathan, please. There's only one stadium on Beyond. It would be nice if we had some more. That's my new uniform I was wearing earlier. I need to keep in shape for the squad. That's the other reason I watch what I eat. All the advances in science over the years, like organ transplantation and genetic modification, we've entered territory some say is reserved for God. We study other issues as well, like artificial fertilization, surrogate mothers, cloning, and the relationship between comas, persistent vegetative states, and organ transplantation. It's a field that's gained a lot of attention since the turn of the century. Some of the food we're eating right now actually violates principles of bioethics. What? No, tell me more about this food in bioethics. Oh no, it actually got cold. I just wanted to talk. I want some tempura.
よし、一つ食べてみよう。
This dude just ate with a cigarette in his mouth.
ジョナさんがもたもたしてるから冷めちゃったじゃない。
食べてみよう。なんだこれは。
no. Well, now I feel bad. Let's go back to when the food was hot. Since where canine got involved, something much bigger. After a scene is hooked up, Billy tries to the house for something to eat. They're to catch up on the last 28 years. He never takes that cigarette out of his mouth. Ever.
よし、一つ食べてみよ
No matter what.
う。なんだこれ。
Oh.
食べてみよ
Maybe it's because you're also chewing on that cigarette. You jerk.
う。飲んでみよ う。なんだこの味。粉乳みたいだ。
Powdered milk.
食べてみようか。
Good God.
まずい。よし、一つ食べてみよう。そうだな。じゃあこの厚揚げをいこう。なんだこの味。
Take the cigarette out of your mouth while you eat.
アナ、好きな人いるのかい？恋人とか。
おらんおらん。
もうパパったら今まではいなかったけど好きな人
I don't know. Have you ever had cold fries?
こいつはダメだぞ。
Oh, right. The food's more about nutrition than it is about taste. We spent a lot of time talking. It just got ice cold in all those minutes we were talking. Lemon pepper doesn't give you calcium, dang it! Calcium! Calcium! Talk to Mark.
マーク、なかなか絵が上手だね。地球へ来たら一緒にスケッチしようか。おじさんも絵を描くんだ。今度見せてあげようか。
Broccoli!
ジョナさん、マークお前に懐いているよ。普通なら他人と食事は一緒にしない。
そうか。
珍しいことだが、多分そのタバコだろう。
タバコ？
マークはタバコに興味があるんだ。
古い映画なんか見るとタバコ吸ってるでしょ。
はは。 映画ファンらしいからな。
マークはあれに憧れてるの。
実際にタバコを加えた人間を見るのはお前が初めてだろう。
マーク、いい趣味してるよ。
Artificial salt. Sodium ion. Calcium food made from crushed eggshells. Condiment. What the heck? Broccoli flakes. 1,000 milligrams of calcium per day. Oh. You need a bit more than that on Beyond, since many times weight in the series leaches calcium from your body. Yeah. Oh, that's not too much more. Okay, put some salt on this tempura.
別の天ぷらも食べてみないとな。このくらいでは味がわからない。もう一度。なんて味だ。本当にまずい。まあ、このビヨンドで天ぷらを食べられると思えばまだマシか。
I want to put salt on the tempura. Now he was thinking it. For once, he managed to not say out loud what he was thinking. I mean, yeah, stab him anyways, but not because he said the food was disgusting out loud. Just stab him for being him. We need evidence sufficient enough to allow BCP to open official investigation.
エド、いつもこれを食べさせられてるのか。
Uh-oh.
まあキャサリンが死んでからな。
同情するよ。
なんか言ったジョナサン。
Dude, what was that?
あ、いや、なんでもないよ。
Sweet Jesus, he says. Alright, yeah, stab him. That's why they always have leftovers. I'm sure you can eat more than that, can't you?
Edo, 本当にいい家族だな。
俺の唯一の自慢だ。ただマークのことはあるがな。
大丈夫さ。時間が解決してくれる。
だといいが。
I thought the food was gross because space food, but apparently Anna just can't cook. Where's the lemon pepper? The sun-dried tomatoes. You know, earlier I said I didn't like tomatoes, but I once had a panini from Starbucks that had sun-dried tomatoes on it, and it was really good. Celery salt? What the heck? Now you're just making up things. You must be busy, what with 2 kids. I really do owe you an apology, Ed. I got you into this without knowing your situation. That wasn't right. It's okay. It's time I turned things around anyway. said all those things about knowing everything that happened to you. No, you're absolutely right. I've become too servile. Something tells me he's already dead. That's the feeling I get. Who knows what happened, but Hojo must have gotten in their way somehow. Don't you forget about work at the dinner table, Dad? Enjoy your dinner. The guy followed Lorraine all the way to home. She must have known something too. They wanted to shut her up. Those capsules are obviously worth killing for, but why? Dad, work can wait, can it? Think they'd go after Karen? It doesn't look like she knows anything. She's probably safe. But then she doesn't do anything to arouse any suspicion. All that talking would give you indigestion. Looks like this thing goes way beyond Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. Tokugawa himself has to be involved too. Oh, he's definitely involved. This ain't gonna be easy going up against a group like this. We have to think about how we're gonna handle this.
Sate, これからどうする?
奴らも動き出すはずだ。徳川の出方を見張ろう。
どうもこういうじれったいやり方は性に合わない。
仕方がない。ここは OLA じゃないんだ。
ジョナさん、どんどん食べてね。冷めちゃったけど。
ああ、遠慮せんとな。お前は俺と違ってまだ30
エド。
It's for you, Dad. Uh-oh.
どちら様ですか?
Is this a threatening phone call for Ed?
はい。はい、そうです。お待ちください。パパ、ビデオフォンよ。ちょっと変なの。音声信号だけでカプセルのことで話したいって。
カプセル?
Or is it Victor?
はい、エド・ブラウンだ。誰だ?
誰でもいい。あんたらの損になる話じゃない。いいか、よく聞け。AMM に来るんだ。あの探偵も連れてこい。北条健三のことについて嗅ぎ回ってんだろ。
どうしてそれを?
なことはどうでもいい。来るのか来ないのか。
わかった。AMM だな。
いい話が聞けるぜ。AMM のパイオニアの前だ。
パイオニア?
来ればわかる。俺の名はナインスターズ。じゃあな、ポリスノーツ。
9 stars.
ジョナサン、撒いた種が芽を出したぞ。タレコミだ。
餌にかかったか。どこだ?
AMM 宇宙飛行士記念博物館。
AMM か。アナがバイトしてたという。すぐ乗り込もう。
待って、全部食べてからにしてよ。まだ時間はあるわ。冷めちゃったけど。
アナ、ごちそうさま。美味しかったよ。
ジョナさ
ん、また今度。
もう知らない。
マーク、今度絵を見せてくれな。
行くぞ、ジョナサン。
誰だろ
う? 行けばわかる。しかしあのビデオ本、聞いたことのある声だった。
いいタイミングでタレコミが入って助かった。アナには悪いが。
お前はいい。俺は毎日だ。毎日わけのわからんものを食わされて。
エド、お前が作るよりマシだろ。再婚でもするか。
これ以上厄介はごめんな。
なら我慢するんだな。
ここが宇宙飛行士記念博物館 AMM だ。
タレコミ屋の指定場所にしては賑やかだな。
週末だから観光客も多い。その方が安全だと思ったんだろう。
信用して大丈夫だろうか。
ここで思案してもどうにもならん。さあ、そろそろ約束の時間だ。指定の場所へ急ごう。
It's our car. We do stick out in this thing. Reminds me of my uniform days. Parked a little away from the building as a precaution.
このロケット軍は
宇宙開発に貢献したロケットの展示だ。本物もあるが、ほとんどがレプリカだ。
地球にもこんな感じのところがあったな。
そうだ。ケネディ宇宙センターのロケットガーデンだろ。確か、あそこからも何台か持ってきてるはずだ。
Looks like Pixie's awake. It's a Space Shuttle Discovery, also known as Orbiter Vehicle 103. It flew more missions than any other shuttle. It also carried the first Japanese mission specialist into space. Cool seeing all these. Makes the place look like some space base from an old sci-fi movie. That's a Russian Proton rocket. It launched the Salyut space stations among a ton of other stuff. Space geeks must freak out when they see these. That's the Saturn V rocket. It launched the Apollo missions. It's the largest rocket of the 20th century. Pixie's thirsty. That's the Russian Soyuz 11A511. It played a huge part in space exploration. We owe a lot to it. Yeah, it launched all of Russia's Soyuz flights. More flights than any other rocket. What's that one there? That's right, I remember now. That's a Chinese FB-1 rocket. That's Europe's Ariane A, maybe? One launcher. The Arianes were used a lot for launching business satellites. That's the H-2 rocket built by Japan's NASDA, now known as JAXA. JAXA. It's developed solely with Japanese technology. Yeah, this is before Japan bought up all of Russia's space technology. Its first launch was 1994. That's the year this game was made. A precursor to Tokugawa Heavy Industries' current domination. That's the Titan 3-4D rocket. It's the Atlas D rocket. It was used for part of Project Mercury. It's the rocket that launched craft like Friendship 7 and Aurora 7. This building is modeled after Kennedy Space Center's Vehicle Assembly Building. The scale and interior are totally different, but its outside appearance is exact recreation. I thought it looked familiar. Launch Complex 39. We went to Kennedy once for part of our training, remember? There's the main entrance there. What about tickets? Missions free during anniversary celebrations. That's AMM. It's like being back at Kennedy Space Center.
So, 入場しよう。
博物館か。ワクワクする。
勘違いするな。タレコミ屋に会いに来たんだぞ。いいな。ここがサンゴホールと呼ばれているロビーだ。
なるほど。でかいサンゴだな。
これはホームから取り寄せた本物のサンゴ礁の化石だ。この中にはホームの大気中の CO2 が大量に溶け込んでいる。セレスのシンボルとしてこのホールに置かれている。
人間には真似できない自然の脅威か。
苦労したらしい。ホームからここまで運んでくるのに。
AMM guide. A lot of them are just school kids working part-time. This is what Anna was doing before? I always worried about her. I guess being a guide in museum's not that bad. Looks like a college student. He's studying on a capsule there. Project Mercury's Friendship 7, which carried the first American in orbit around home. Astronaut Glenn's mission lasted 4 hours, 55 minutes, taking him around home 3 times. It was launched by an Atlas rocket like the one outside. It's pretty good shape for something that old. It's only a replica. The room was burned to a crisp when it re-entered the atmosphere. It doesn't look like he's the informant. Perfect Life Friendship 7. How do people ever cope with these tiny capsules?
ロシアのミール宇宙ステーションのミニチュアだ。
宇宙長に滞在記録を出したり、日本人を初めて宇宙で迎えたり、よく覚えてる。旧ソ連が崩壊してからしばらく放置されていた。
そうだ。その後日本の企業に売却された。後の徳川だ。実物はまだ地球軌道を回っている。今では宇宙博物館として使われているらしい。
あの頃は旧ソ連が蓄積した宇宙技術を日本企業に売却するニュースを毎日のようにやっていたな。
宇宙開発後進国であった日本がここまでなったのもあの技術売却があったからだ。
日本企業が初めて宇宙に実質的なビジネスを持ち込んだ。
This map showing all the areas and how to get to them. Information board. The building is divided into 3 main areas besides the one we're in now. There's the Beyond Corner, the Moon Corner, and the Space Corner. Just pick one and start from there. Young girl, looks like she's here on her own. She's looking for something on the information board. She couldn't be the informant. His father and his son, I guess. They're studying the coral reef together. They look like they're having fun. I don't think either of them would be the informant. That guy there keeps looking around. Maybe he's waiting for someone? His girlfriend, maybe? I bet other people come on dates here. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, nothing. I doubt he's the informant. He's an old man. He must be at least 80 or so. He looks really interested in everything. Maybe being here has brought back some old memories? This is an emotional place for terrestrials. Doesn't seem like the informant. That boy must be in elementary school. I was just like him when I was his age and loved his space. There's no way he could be the informant. Could he? It's a kid. Looks like he's asking something on information. Maybe he's lost? I can't picture him being the informant. Sky girl working reception. We could try asking her about the place the informant mentioned. Oh, let's just go from the top.
ここはアポロ計画を中心に月面関係が展示されているコーナーだ。
月面のセットがそのまま再現されてる。
As a surveyor, the lunar probe that was used to scout for landing sites for the Apollo missions. Surveyor 1 got there several years before the first humans arrived. Surveyor program ended with Surveyor 7 18 months before the first manned mission. That's the lunar EVA suit used during the Apollo program. That's another second generation lunar EVA suit. What's this foil for? It was to provide protection from the heat. Replica Apollo 11's lunar module, the Eagle. July 20th, 1969. Did I ever forget that day? The ascent module was recovered and brought back home, but the descent module is still out there. The Saturn rocket outside is the same as the ones that launched the Apollo missions. It's the American flag. The Apollo astronauts planted one on the surface after each landing. When you think about it, planting a national flag in space like that does seem pretty ridiculous, even if it was smack in the middle of a space race. It was back when America was still a superpower. She needed a way of flexing her muscle. Space was dominated by a handful of countries in those days. Yeah, now business dominates it. Still college Genesis rock that Apollo 11 brought back from the moon. Not as special now as it was back then, of course. Is this the real thing? Yeah, moon rocks are a dime a dozen now, but I suppose you could call this a first edition moon rock. I saw them selling them at the spaceport in OLA. It just sucks all that was special right out of them. Lunar regolith was once... Regolith? Regolith was once heavily sought after for experiments since there was so little available then. That's all changed with the 21st century. People would even go to the trouble of making their own regolith. That's how valuable it was. That's the lunar roving vehicle that was taken aboard Apollo 15, 16, and 17. It is electric powered with a top speed of 14 kilometers an hour on a flat surface. Kinda like EMPS for the guys back then. Part of the Apollo Lunar Surface Experiments package that was developed on the moon by Apollos 12, 14, 15, 16, and 17. This is an ALSCP device sensitive to lunar surface movement, a seismometer basically. I heard there are stones that fix up this kind of old equipment and stores that fix up this kind of old equipment and sell it. It's a golden record that was on the Voyager probes. It's a 12-inch gold-plated copper record containing greetings in nearly 60 languages, animal calls, nature sounds, and a wide variety of music. Everything from classical to folk. I also included a cartridge and a stylus for playing it. Replica of the Galileo spacecraft. Famous for launching a probe into Jupiter's atmosphere in 1995 and performing an analysis of it. It then did flybys of the 4 Galilean moons. I remember watching it when I was a kid, and how that was exciting. Hologram of the solar system. A lot of the information used to make it came from the craft on display here. It's a shame there isn't as much exploration going on these days. Pioneer! There it is. That's Pioneer 10 there. It was the first spacecraft to make a close encounter with Jupiter. It's only a replica, of course. The real one left the solar system a long, long time ago. Yeah, back in 1983 or something, before either of us was even born. This is Pioneer the Pioneer the informant was talking about. Where is he? You see that case there? It's a plaque the same as the one carried on Pioneer's 1011 side. Maybe there's some kind of message from him? Let's take a look. We took a look at the record, but not the plaque. Let's go check it out. From the Viking landers. There are 2 landers that landed on Mars as part of the Viking program. It's a replica of Viking 1 lander which touched down on Kreisflanitia on July 20, 1976. I saw what was left of it when I was there. We adapted a reunion. Let's look at the plaque. Life size model of In this case, they have on display some messages, I suppose you could call them that were sent into space to any extraterrestrials that might be out there. They're loosely related to the SETI program the US conducted for a while. They would attach to the probes that were being sent out to space. They have the mental plaque that was on Pioneer probes and the gramophone record that was on the Voyager probes. Good night. Plaque. Covered Eos volcanoes and Jupiter's rings as well as new moons around Saturn. It will make its way through the far reaches of the holosphere about now. Or heliosphere.
パイオニア10号、11号に積まれた ET へのメッセージ用プレートだ。
何もメッセージらしきものは見当たらんな。
考えすぎだったが。
Man's raising his right arm as a sign of friendship. You can also tell its shape by the way it would move and the number of fingers on the hand. This is one of... Well, what? Please don't start. Please. Now you have the Pioneer spacecraft behind the 2 people. You can deduce the size of our species with this. The radio diagram shows the location of the sun relative to the 14 pulsars. This you'll be able to locate our solar system anywhere in the Milky Way. I don't know the details, but generally this represents a spin-flip transition of hydrogen atom. This gives you a certain universal measurements that play into other parts of the plaque. It shows the 9 planets in the solar system. Now the spacecraft came from the 3rd planet from the star. The distances between the planets are expressed in binary numbers. I'm not seeing anything. Loot filth. Oh my god. Eyes on the man and the woman expressed in binary numbers with the unit of measure being 21 centimeters. Intelligent species could derive that from the transition of the hydrogen molecules shown here.
ここがビヨンド関連の展示コーナーだ。
Oh, hey.
エド、俺たちポリスノーツの人形が並んでるぞ。
驚いたか？このビヨンドコーナーではポリスノーツであった俺たちはヒーローってわけだ。
この若さで歴史上の人物とは。
そう言うな。俺たちも宇宙開発に少しは貢献したんだ。光栄じゃないか。
少しはか。
ユーリーが積載していた脱出用ポッドのサバイバルボールだ。コールドスリープの機能も搭載している。実物はもう少し大きいがな。
俺はこの中で30年間も宇宙をさまよっていたんだ。そのために宇宙不適応者になった。
ジョナサンの生命を30年間維持し続けたんだ。よくできたカプセルだよ。
コールドスリープとしてはまさに実験段階だった。救出された時は寝たきり老人と変わらなかった。
今じゃ筋肉の低下もあまりない。
俺は1年以上も歩けなかった。
クマの冬眠の研究の成果だ。
クマ？
It's their hibernation.
人間は筋肉を使わなければ3日で衰える。しかしクマは冬眠中半年以上も筋肉を維持できるんだ。
なるほど。クマの方が宇宙飛行士に向いてるようだ。
今やこのコールドスリープをクマの冬眠と呼んでいる。
The replica of the Yuri, the forerunner to the modern EMPS. Its emphasis was on mechanical work outside the colony, so its armor is thin and only lightly equipped. Totally different setup from today, and was hailed as a success for NASA's MMU. Hard to imagine this is where combat EMPs evolved from, huh? No better than the suits of the moon corner, though. Can't really compare this to the lunar suits. Yeah, I suppose that's true. That's what I had my accident in. Nearly sent me on a one-way trip to nowhere. Can't stand the sight of this thing. You had that survival ball with you, too. Good thing I did. Yeah, after all, the Yuri didn't have its own life pod. You made me take it, just in case, she said. The Yuri by itself will only have kept you alive for 3 days. Small monument built in honor of all the police knots. You even got our autographs on it. So it does. Makes you feel kind of stupid, doesn't it? Monument to the police knots is a player life. We're like some Hollywood stars.
このビヨンドの位置が記されてるマップだ。
ラグランジュポイントの L5。
そう。この地球と月の重力バランスの均衡位置にコロニーは浮かんでいる。
なぜこのタイプのコロニーは作られないんだ？
これには技術的な問題もあるだろうが、コロニーの建築業者が絡んでいるんだ。
政治的な問題？
まさに今コロニー建設のシェアは徳川建設が独占している。もともと徳川のコロニー技術はトーラス型のものだ。ここのオニール型は欧米の技術。
つまり癒着。徳川がオニール型を排除した。
そうだろうな。徳川が自社のトーラス型を売り込んだ結果だろう。もちろん大型オニールコロニーの欠陥も発見された上でのことだ。
ビヨンドがオニール型の欠陥を自ら証明した。
そこへうまく徳川が介入したんだ。
しかしこのコロニーを作った欧米企業も黙っちゃいないだろう。コロニー建設といえばオリンピックより儲かる。
それだけではない。オニール型のコロニーを推し進めていた欧米企業もコロニーの部品を徳川に依存していたからなんだ。
徳川抜きではコロニーは作れない。
そういうことだ。最近ではこのトーラス型を徳川型と総称するらしい。
There we go. Donut-shaped ring space colonies supervised by a smaller scale habitat with a maximum population of around 30,000, also known as the Tokugawa model since it's been realized almost solely through technology developed by Tokugawa. All space colonies currently under construction are tourist colonies. Large tourists built so far consist. All space colonies currently under construction are tourist colonies, the largest tourist built so far consisting of 4 rings. Ooh. This diagram showing Beyond's position. Figure of Gates. Of the 5 of us, he's most likely to end up chief. Yeah, now he's my boss. Those are really well done. They're like our doppelgangers. We got the best in the business on these. They give me every piece of data they had on us. Body measurements, hair samples, everything. They know us better than we know ourselves. I remember going over our bodies with fine-tooth comb when we applied for the police knots. They're gonna replace these animatronic robots soon. We're gonna have us moving around like idiots, using hydraulics and air pressure, yeah, and we'll even talk. The same Japanese company that made these animatronic dinosaurs is gonna make them. You know the ones I mean, right? Who will decide how we move? They already got all the necessary data. They're working with the ISEA on them. They'll end up being some live-action show almost indistinguishable from the real us. Figure of the chief. They did an amazing job. It's scary. Figure of Salvatore. It looks a little big for some reason. Well, he's the kind of guy who seems smaller than he actually is. Yeah, that's true. Sal's made some mistakes in his life, just like us. Ended up better off than us. At least he got a decent job. It's a figure of Tokugawa. Sometimes I forget he used to be one of us. Now he's practically some kind of god. He knows what he's doing. He used the police knots to promote the group a number of times in the past. It's your figure. I think it's slightly better looking. It really got me smiling. I never smile like this, goddammit. You think a lot of yourself, don't you? I guess I do. I never realized I act that way. Minor details aside, they did a good job on these. That's me in my younger days. I never recognize you. Come on, I hate it when people say shit about my age. It's my figure. Hey, what's that?
ビヨンドの模型だ。俺たちが今いるコロニーのな。
世界で最初で最後のシリンダー型コロニー。
Oh my god.
あれ？この宇宙服は何だ？月面服がどうしてこのコーナーに？
ヨナさん、中に誰かいるぞ。
これは動く展示物か？
そうじゃなさそうだ。ようやくデートの相手に会えたようだ。
お前が電話の男か？顔を見せろ。
静かにしろ。そのままの格好で俺の話を聞け。騒ぐと怪しまれる。
うまく 考えたな。音声も変えてある。
お前だな、俺たちを呼び出したのは。
そうだ。さすがはポリスノーツ。すぐに分かったようだな。
こんなところに立ってや子供でもわかる。
あんたら北条を探してんだろ。
北条の行方を知ってるのか。
どこにいる？奴は生きてるのか？
一人ずつ順番に話せ。いいな。
Look at this guy, calls us out here and turns up in this. It's a spacesuit from the Apollo program. The museum probably uses it for events. It'd be easier to move in the displays at the moon corner. Yeah, the real ones weigh well over 100 pounds. Rest. Rest. He's just stringing us along. Let's bring this guy in already. Chill out for a second, will you? Is my identity really that important? I've got information for you. Well, start talking. Why can't you tell us who you are? Whose side are you on? I can't reveal my identity, not yet anyways. My life is in danger. As I said before, you can call me 9 stars. 9 stars? I can tell you I know a lot about both of you. You'll know who I am soon enough, provided we survive that long. Expect us to just accept that and move on? Why does my identity matter so much, honestly? What happened to Hojo? He betrayed them. He started selling it behind their backs. Them? It? Okugawa? I can't say, not out here anyway. Is it Tokugawa? Is Holmes Mafia involved? Not that simple, okay? And so all politicians at Tokugawa was probably guys like him involved too? Were Hojo and Lorraine killed by this them? Yeah, screw with these guys and you're done. Done! Can't even begin to imagine. We're hearing from them soon, I'm sure. What's this it you mentioned? Narc, the semi-synthetic drug. They've been using DDSs developed at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals to circulate narc. That's the real purpose of the case series, to get narc out there without the authorities knowing. The newest one is K9. It's nothing more than a vessel for narc. I thought the selling point behind K9 is the even distribution of a drug and weightlessness. That's the official story, but a capsule with an osmotic pressure design is nothing special. K9's real purpose is concealing narc. Hojo and I started selling it on our own. It was my idea. Everything was going to plan. Nobody should ever have suspected what we were doing. We don't believe you. We didn't find anything in the capsules we got from Hojo. Who's to say your deals can't somehow be traced back to you? You guys aren't seeing the bigger picture. Look, I don't want to end up like Hojo, alright? I'll point you in the right direction. I'll let you in on a secret behind narc. Precise where that secret is. Hojo made a copy of the CD-ROM containing a video on narc. He created the original to show the Mafia and the other organizations. Explains the trick behind the capsules in plain English. A CD-ROM? So the CD explains everything about them? Right, including how to use them. Why is CD in this age of optical computing? That's the point, to limit where you can read it. It wouldn't stand as evidence in court either. That's why Hojo uses CD. It's an archaic data form. Load the CD and explain what you need to know. That's all I can say for now. If you help me get home, I'll tell you everything once my safety's been guaranteed. Where's the CD-ROM? Hojo would have stashed it somewhere. I bet they don't even know that copy exists. If I had to guess, I'd say his house. There's that CD that having music on it. Could that be it? Oh. The CD can only be read on a T-Gear 99 Tokugawa's network terminal. In addition, it works off a special boot method. You can't load it on any other read device. The CD uses state-of-the-art encryption too. Even BCP couldn't read it? You guys got most of your jet lines from Tokugawa, don't you? Whatever you had, they're already on something better. Yeah, this is true. Almost all of our equipment is patented by Tokugawa. They own the know-how as well, none of it's public. You'll need to go to a Tokugawa facility to load the CD. Not just waltz in there expecting to help us. Who says we're gonna ask? If few steps you have to go through to get into the system. You need a Tokugawa ID card and employee ID codes for this. First, it'll do a card check. We have Hojo's card, so then what? Then it'll run a check to see if the person using the card really is a Tokugawa employee. Every employee has an ID code given to them based on family crests. You mean those Japanese things? Right, select the ones it asks for and you're in. After that, insert the CD. That's how they protect their data. You can't access any of their files even if you're not an employee, supposedly? Exactly, if you don't clear the check, you'll be staring at a blank screen. Remember the order. First the card, then the family crest, then the CD. Ooh. Card, crest, CD. Let me just write that down. Card, crest, CD. Yeah, that's Kenzo Hojo. You need that to use the chi gear. Of course not. We don't know who you are. You guys change your mind about this? Notice he doesn't have an accent when he gets mad either. Kind you mean, a home accent. You're beyond, aren't you? Of course not. I could walk away right now if that's what you want. Where's Hojo? He was eliminated a long time ago. That's what happens when you cross these guys. I'm going to end up just like Hojo and that woman. You're saying Hojo's dead? They've already taken care of his body. You'll never find it. Don't waste your time looking. You mean it's not on the colony? Is it on home? That's for you to find out, isn't it? Who's that woman? Hojo's wife. I think her name is Lorraine. No way safe with these guys. Was Lorraine involved with drugs? Hojo probably told her something he shouldn't have.
いいか、覚えたか。カモンチェックで T ギア99が使用可能になる。それから CD ロムをロードする。また連絡する。俺を信用しろ。言っておくが、俺の後をつけたりすんなよ。
待て、まだ聞きたいことがある。
北条の剣は氷山の一角に過ぎん。奴らはもっと恐ろしいことを行ってる。
もっと恐ろしいこと。
奴らはあんたらが思っている以上に根が深い。BCP にも仲間がいる。用心するんだな。また連絡する。じゃあな。
帰っちまったぞ。尾行するか。
待て、ジョナサン。まずは CD ロムだ。あの男の言っていることが真実かどうか。あの男の正体についてはそれからだ。さっきも言ったが、奴はホームなまりがない。明らかにビヨンズだ。ビヨンズならどこにも逃げやしない。しかし、
どうした？
タバコ臭いな。ひょっとしてお前タバコ吸ったか？
いや、手違いで火がついたんだ。もう消した。
危ないな。先折りタバコか。
ああ、先を折るだけで発火する。消すのも簡単だが。
気をつけろよ。人に見られたら通報されるぞ。
マークには一度見せてやりたい。
バカな、許さんぞ。ま、それはいいとして。
情報の真意の確認だな。
Okay. Alright, well, we did a lot today, so I'll go ahead and wrap it up now. Ooh. Alright, so what's today? 12th. Okay, Friday is more Skies of Arcadia. And then Monday is a new game. Yeah. But other than that, thanks so much for the comments, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.